Hello everyone, how have you all been? I'm very sure that you all must have been quite troubled by the COVID pandemic and also this really long lockdown. And I hope that you are trying your best to cope with the situation and trying to stay safe. I am very sure that you'll be missing everything that you have been doing so far. The things that you did in the campus, all the fun that you had in the campus, and you probably are missing classes too. Maybe I'm not that sure, but probably you are. So, for the time being, this is how we'll be conducting classes. I know that this is not going to be exactly the same as how it used to be, but still, we'll still give it a try. Okay. So finally, I have a paper with my batch. Yes, it's been 2 semesters since I joined, but I've never had a single paper with you guys, and that sort of has affected our tutor-student relationship somehow. But I'm really glad that this semester we do have a paper together, and then more than glad about the fact that this paper is creative writing. Creative writing, something that I hold very dear, something that I believe is something that gives meaning to my own life, something that is that I'm very passionate about. So I was very happy when I got this paper introducing creative writing, and I'm not very sure how to go about with this paper, because I do not know whether creative writing is something that can be taught as a subject, or I'm not very sure how can actually one teach creative writing as such. But I believe that some suggestions and some ways of functioning, or some ways of thinking, some directions of thought, some strategies, all of these, if given to you, might help you better your writing and might help you shed your inhibitions a lot. A lot of the time it's not because you don't want to write or you don't like writing that that you cannot write, but a lot of the time what happens is you actually are somehow trying, but you don't either gather the courage to write, or you don't find the precise ways of articulating your thoughts. Sometimes you're just a bit scared to express your views, and a bit scared to be embarrassed in front of others for writing something. So I think through this course, or throughout the semester, we'll try to work on that, okay, together. Because I have never been that proud of my own writing initially. I had never been that proud of my own writing initially. I did write rather well, but I never thought that my writing was good enough, or my writing was good enough to impress someone, or my writing was good enough to touch somebody's heart. But it was 2 years back, 2018, yeah, it was not actually 2 years back, but almost 1.5 years back, that when I first published my novel, first published my book of fiction. It was 1.5 years back. It was November 2018 when I published it first. And so more than anything, that process of creative writing was a very personal process for me, for my personal growth. I do not claim that it's a very significant work or a very glorified work, but rather I am so much blessed to have that experience of creative writing, because every moment when I was writing, every single moment of writing, every single moment of putting down my ideas onto paper, I have realized more facts about myself, what kind of a person I am, or what are the values that I believe in, or what are my ideas of goodness, what are my ideas of badness, how do I perceive the society around me. So I was able to answer a lot of questions in my own head when I started writing. So I believe that this possibility of self-exploration through writing is very significant. So creative writing is not a technical process, but rather this is a very subjective, very personal an experience, and most of the time it's a very transformative experience also. It changes you. It gives you novel perceptions about yourself, about others, about the stories of your own, about the stories of other people's emotions, or other people's perceptions of particular things. And you're actually creating a brand new world out of your head, out of your thoughts, and the experience is magnificent, it's magical. You can create anything that is impossible in your life, you can create through your writing. That's magical. So I would not elongate the video much, because I am very sure that you would not enjoy content that is longer than 10 or 20 minutes. So this is a very brief introduction. I just want to kindle your curiosity into creative writing. We will be doing a lot of things together this semester, and I assure you that this course is going to be something very interesting, and I want all of you to try writing things, try coming up with ideas. I want it to be a very productive an experience. I want it to be a very fulfilling, deep an experience, rather than something that is just learned and written for the exam. So I am really looking forward to enjoying this course with you guys. So for the time being, I have seen the syllabi. The part assigned to me is the introductory part, which I definitely love to do. So we'll have a lot of fun in this course. So in the coming videos, we will probably get a proper introduction to the or an introduction that you can actually write for your exams and all. But for the time being, this was a very personal kind of an introduction from my part, just to kindle your spirits about creative writing, just to assure you that this is going to be a very fun paper. Okay. Thank you. I'll see you very soon, and I'll probably giving you some work here, not very unmanageable, very tough, very hard work, but a bit of work here, just to make sure that all of you are engaged in my classes. So watch out for that, probably beneath the video. Okay. So for the time being, I'll close. I'll say bye. Okay. I'll see you soon. Stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.